Hey guys, it's Adam here, and welcome to yet another episode of Commenting on Comments, where I comment on your comments that you left on the video. So without further ado, let's roll that intro. Alright guys, our first comment here is from Chuck. And they say, Adam, Ontario gave the NDP a chance in the 90s. It wasn't good. Yeah, but we're giving the Liberals and the Conservatives multiple chances, and it's still not good. So why not give Orange a try again? Let's see what the fuck happens, you know what I'm saying? Can't fuck it up any worse than it is. Shane Gigi says, it is really good, funny you mentioned it with pork chops. Oh, he's talking about the mushroom soup mix. That's what I always do. Pork chops, fry some onions and a can of mushrooms and a can of mushroom soup. I put it in the oven for 45 to an hour. It's a good meal. It's a damn good meal. I am a big fan of mushroom soup and meat. Haven't tried it with steak. I heard it's good with steak. Like you chop the steak up into like a stewing steak, so you have slices, and then you brown it in the stove, and then drill it on the in the pot with your mushroom soup mix and shit, and it turns out really good. Really tender steak. Like you can cut it with a fork. Daniel Jointer says, "Hey Adam, you should try doing a live 20 to 30 minute episode of COC. I think a lot of us would like that. Live and interactive COC sounds cool to me. Hashtag good times." Well, that's usually, that used to be what the live shows were, like vlogging live on Friday. We kind of quit doing that because my schedule at work changed, but, well, I guess that's no longer an issue. But that's why I quit doing the vlogging live, was because I got off work at 8 o'clock on Friday. By the time I got home, I got home and got everything done, like letting the dog out and doing everything I needed to do. It was close to 9, and the show starts at 9, so I had no time to prep. And yeah, it was just a pain in the arse, and that's why we dropped the live show. But we might bring it back, and we might do a live commenting on comments. I might just pull up comments. But like I said, I got to figure out a way how to get the comments on the screen so that people can read the comment and see the person who's commenting, so that we can really friggin', you know, hash out the questions. Rob's Vlog says, get the tire slime shit for your tires, bud. It works for a good while. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because I'm sick and fucking tired of pumping up the tires, and also, I am not looking forward to that in the winter when we have 17,000 feet of snow out there. OPZX11 says, you missed your chance, Adam. You could have had a new house if you were insured. Of course I'm insured. It's law to have insurance, especially if you have a mortgage. But, you know, I could have got Oreo out of here in time, but Scampers, she probably would have ran and hid, and I wouldn't have been able to get her out, and I would have ended up leaving her behind because my life over hers, she's going to be stupid. But, no, I'm glad I caught that and didn't burn the fucker down. Big time. Rick Looper says, Major Chili and can't stop farting. That's my only complaint. Oh, Bud. Oh, Bud, I can't stop farting. You can't stop. I can't stop farting. Friggin' Hortons the other night. I farted so hard it followed Rex around the parking lot. He was trying to evade the smell, and it was like, nope. Oh, man, my chili makes you gassy. Nerdy Wolfie says, same shit with CCFL energy-saving bulbs happened at my parents' place. Luckily, they found it before anything happened, as it was in a lamp that usually on for most of the time. The bulb was about 2 years old. Now I replaced those with brand named LED ones, and that's what I'm going to be doing too, is upgrading to LED, because I like the power they put out, or the light they put out is amazing. The thermals, they're so cool to the touch, and the cost, it's like a 7-watt LED puts out like a 60-watt bulb's light. That's awesome. Mr. Football 1213 says, why don't you hunt? Is it because of your crazy work schedule or just don't like it? I just didn't have the time with my work schedule. Yeah, working noon to 8, there's no time to go out and hunt. So that's the reason why. It's not that I don't like it. I fucking love it. Did it once back in 2000 and, was it 8? 7? I think it was in 2008. I did it once with my neighbor. We went and hunted, and we dropped a doe, a fair-sized doe, and we split the meat. And at the time, my ex-girlfriend, well, my girlfriend at the time, she didn't like venison or any wild game. She thought it was cruel and unusual punishment, but if she only seen what they did to actual like chicken you buy in grocery stores, she might feel better for Bambi getting knocked out than those chickens. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. So I had a lot of meat, like a lot of like venison steak and ground venison, and he had a bunch of pepperettes made up. He knew the butcher, or whatever you call the guy, I think it's a butcher, who basically prepped the dough for our bellies, if you will. And we had like deer pepperettes that didn't give you the fucking food poisoning like the ones from the reserve. Stop, 39 Gadget. I know you're going to comment about that. But no, I do like hunting. I just never had the time. Life's busy. Fuck it. Krusty1027 says, dude, keep the roaster oven. You need that if you want to cook a turkey, roast beef, or ham in the oven. Trust me, it's just as good as the slow cooker. No, I really don't need it. Like, if I'm going to cook myself a turkey, I'm just going to get a little one and drill it in the actual oven and bake it rather than put it in one of those guys. I've had that since, what, 2008? I've had it before I started making vlogs. And it's still in the original packaging, still taped with the original packer's tape. It's just covered in like dust from sitting in the corner for so long. I really don't need it. It's got to go, and I got a guy who wants it, so it's gone. Joshua Clark says, really happy you finished your job. That place sounded like hell with all the customers. Was laughing when you showed the t-shirt. Did the boss comment on it? Yeah, the boss was like, you smart ass. That's all. I just got called a smart ass, and I'm like, hey, rather be a smart ass than a dumbass, bud. Mike Miller says, right on, bro. Time to decompress. Enjoy. You'll find other work. It will be fine. Oh, yeah, I'll find something else. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to take a little bit of time off for some me time to reflect and fix my brain. And then we'll get back on the saddle and fucking ride the work train. Kudo Shinchi says, I want to see videos where you tell stories about your crazy calls. There's a problem with that. Because I signed off on this terms of service agreement with Bell Alliant / Onterra, I am not allowed to talk about that. So, don't expect those. Iron Man says, love those Timmy Sammies. Are you fucking serious, bud? They have no flavor. I had the, I call it the Alpo sandwich, but it's the Philly cheesesteak. And literally the cheese tasted like nothing. The meat tasted like nothing. The only thing that had flavor was the mayonnaise. And I actually brought it back and said, put more mayonnaise on this so I can have some taste in my mouth. Fucking Hortons, man. They cannot make a sandwich to save their tits. That's the way she goes. But anyway, people, that's all we got for this episode of Commenting on Comments. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. Don't forget to leave your comments to be used on Commenting on Comments in the future. And thanks for watching. Love all your faces. And until next time, guys, peace the frig out.